Today is just one of those unsexy days that has to happen. Deep clean of the house, cutting the dog's hair, and washing them. We've got 3 dogs, they're all tiny. We just wash them ourselves in our bathtub. Which is a little bit labor intensive, but you know how much money that saves? Plus it's kind of a little bonding experience with the pups. Stevie, when we first got him, he did not like baths. You couldn't go near his backside, his back legs. He didn't want you touching it, and you could not get his head wet. I don't know what kind of things he had gone through on the streets, but 3 years later, he's now at this point totally fine. He's awesome. He's a cool little buddy. It didn't take 3 years. I'm just saying, 3 years later. At this point, he's fine. Sometimes I wish life was like video. I wish today could be as fast as this. Boom! Yeah, it's nighttime already. So in the time between snaps, the entire house has been cleaned, the dogs have been washed, and their hair has been cut. Okay, here's Stevie. Hey, buddy. Say hi to everybody. Show the girls your haircut. He's kind of dark, so it's hard to see. I love you too. Okay, down. Look at this face. Look at this face. Oh, I love you. Okay, wait. Stop, guys. You can't all be on my lap at the same time. This is Charlie. Okay, buddy. Gonna go down now? Let's go. Come on. The princess wanted to be on my lap during the shoot. Alright, so I wanted to give my 3 tips for beginning editors. I know a lot of people that are doing the SSS Veda are new to vlogging. Some are new to video in general or editing. Top 3 things that new editors should know. Fluffy, that's my water. No. This is regardless of what editing system you are using. You could be using Pinnacle or whatever the hell they sell at Best Buy for like $30. Adobe Premiere, Final Cut Pro, Avid. It doesn't matter. These transcend any editing software. Number 1, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I will say that again, it is very important. Just because you can do something in the editing software doesn't mean you should do it. So none of this, don't do any of this malarkey, none of this nonsense, and none of this insanity. Just don't do it. Unless you're making a Star Wars movie, I don't want to see a transition like this in anything. Just don't do it. Okay, that's number 1. That's something that people just go overboard. They see all these crazy transitions they could do, all these filters they could throw on their stuff, and they do it. Doesn't look good, doesn't help their story. Number 2, pacing is critical. All the pacing is determined in the edit. So what that means is, what I mean by pacing, how fast you move through the story. You can have an establishing shot, beautiful establishing shot, but it lasts for 60 seconds. This isn't the good, the bad, and the ugly. Nobody does establishing shots that long anymore. Don't do it. You're going to lose your audience, especially on YouTube. People have less than the attention span of a goldfish. You need to keep it moving. As soon as your story starts to slow down, or it seems to start to slow down through slow pacing, you got to tighten it up a little bit. So splice together your first cut, and then sit down and watch the entire thing from beginning to end. Are there any shots that linger on screen just a little bit too long? Do you find yourself looking away from the monitor for a little bit, or looking at your watch, or spacing out for a second? If so, there's a good chance your pacing is off. You want to correct that. One thing you want to do is open up YouTube Analytics. Check out some of your older videos. You want to pull up audience retention. This is a critical tool. Once you start diving into analytics and specifically audience retention, you're going to love it. You'll wonder how the heck you lived without it. So pull that up for a video and look at that graph. You will literally see where people drop off. Sometimes you'll see a little spike. What that means is people maybe rewound it to watch another part again. Maybe you spoke too fast. Maybe it was something funny or something they just enjoyed. So look for those spikes. See what you did. Maybe replicate that as much as you can, because obviously your audience likes it. If you see dips, see, okay, what's happening in the video that maybe caused that dip? Did I leave that shot for a little bit too long? Did I just keep talking in circles on a topic? Whatever it is. So invest some of your time to look at some of your older videos with the audience retention tool you'll be very happy you did. Number 3, take your time editing. Don't try to rush anything, and always check your spelling. Once the spelling's out there and you upload that video, it is out there. Especially if you're doing something for a client that's maybe text heavy, a lot of bullet points, graphics, whatever. Double check stuff, especially people's names. It happens. Take your time editing. If you have to, finish editing, close the program, shut the computer down, go for a walk, come back, take a look at it with fresh eyes. If you can, get somebody else to maybe take a look at the edit as well before you send it off to a client or upload it for the world to see. Again, you'll be happy you did. All right, those are my 3 tips. Just to recap, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Pacing is critical, and take your time and spell check. I hope these have helped. Take them to heart, implement them, check out those YouTube analytics. You will love them if you don't already. And that's it. I will see you later. And Fluffy is still here. She just kind of... She's my little lap warmer. She loves me. Okay, no. Okay. All right. Okay. You can be on my lap.